Nobody likes this part of the camping experience, but I'm going to use this new guy I got, which is the Flush King. I don't have a way to flush my black tank with an exterior hose, so I got this guy, which allows me to flush from the bottom, so I can get all the gunk out of the black tank possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up. It just goes in between your tank and your hose, and then obviously the hose connects to the water source. So I'll get all hooked up. All right, so we're all hooked up here, ready to drain. So this is just an extra drain that you can close, which allows us to then push the water up into the tank. So I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna drain my black tank, and I'm gonna drain my gray tank, and then I'm gonna start flushing the black one. Okay, so drain the black tank. Now I'm draining the gray tank. And I have this hose hooked up to the water source, and the water source is active. So to flush the black tank, what I do is I obviously close the gray, open the black, but then close this so the water has nowhere to go but up into the black tank. When I'm ready to flush, I'll open this, which will release the hose to spray up in there. And this has a prevention valve to prevent anything from coming back up towards the hose, so that's great. But still, this is my dirty hose. Always have a dirty hose. All right, gray tank is basically empty, so I'm gonna close that guy. I'm gonna close this guy. And I'm gonna open this. All right, let's do it. Let's close this guy, open this guy. As you can see, just sprays up in there and just allows it to fill the black tank from the bottom so that we can flush out more stuff, which is great. We can also do the same thing for the gray tank, which we'll do after the black tank as well. I also wanted to mention a good reason to do this is to not only clean your tank out, but just make sure your sensors are all clean from toilet paper and debris as well. You don't want your sensors being all screwed up and then thinking your tank is full when it's not, or vice versa. All right, so I filled up the tank and released it, but right now I'm just filling up the gray tank just so that gets a nice one-time flush, but also drains the hose after I drain the black tank one more time. One thing to keep in mind is always have this pressurized off before you close all those, because it'll start spraying out everywhere. And this is why we drain it again, but it's mostly clear. This, not clear, but a lot clearer than it was before, so that's great. It means our tank's getting really clean.